This is the review for your test. Take 20 minutes and see if you can work out these problems. Numbers 4 through 6 you can work out any way you want to. It's graphing, substitution, or elimination. Whichever way you want to. Doesn't matter. But you must do what it asks you to on 1, 2, and 3. Pause the video here so they can take 20 minutes to work on it. Let's go over these so we know how to work them out. Your test is going to be 10 questions. 3 of them will be one graphing, one elimination, one of them substitution. And then the other 7 will be, you can choose however you want to. So just follow the directions. This one's graphing. So for this first equation, I need to plot the y-intercept. I'm going to graph it in blue. This y-intercept is -1, and the slope is -1/2. So that means b is equal to -1, and the slope's -1/2, so I can go down 1 and over 2, down 1 over 2, and it does follow that negative slope. Remember, negative slopes go down from left to right. And then I want to graph the second line, which is in red. Its y-intercept is -4, and its slope is 1/4. So that's -4. The slope is positive 1/4, so I'm going to go up 1 and to the right 4, and it will intersect right there. So my intersection is there at 1, 2, 3, 4, comma, -3. That's the answer you should have gotten. Right, number 2, solve by substitution. That means we need one letter that's by itself. This y is by itself here. So I'm going to take that y and plug it into the bottom. I'm going to leave a parenthesis to plug it into. And I'm going to take what y is equal to, plug it in there. So then I need to distribute the -4 out, so it's going to be 5x plus 12x minus 20 is equal to -3. I can combine like terms. It gives me 17x minus 20 equals -3. Then I need to add 20 to both sides. So 17x is equal to 17. And if I divide both sides by 17, I get x equals 1. Then from there, I need to pick one of the equations and go back and plug it into. I'm going to pick the top one. So that's y equals -3x plus 5. That's the top equation. And I'm going to plug 1 in for x. So that's y equals -3 times 1 plus 5. That gives me y equals -3 plus 5. And y is equal to 2. So my final answer is x equals 1. And y equals 2. So that's the ordered pair, 1, 2. And there's my final answer. You can pause this at any time if they need to stop and write stuff down. Number 3 is elimination. When we do elimination, our first step is to check and see if they're in the same form, which they are. The x's and y's line up in both of these. But I don't have any coefficients that are the same. I don't have any signs that are different. So I need to change the coefficients and the signs. So I'm just going to get rid of the x's first, so that means I need to multiply the top by -5, and I need to multiply the bottom by +3. Because I can make 3 into a 15 and 5 into a 15. So that's going to give me -15x minus 30y equals -30. And on the bottom, it's going to give me +15x plus 12y equals 3 times negative 14, which is negative 42. So then I can add down. Negative 15x and 15x are going to cancel out. Negative 30 and 12, negative 30y and 12y is going to give me negative 18y. And this is going to give, and negative 30 plus negative 42 gives me negative 72. Then I can divide both sides by negative 18. And that's going to give me y is equal to 4. Positive 4. Then I need to pick one of the equations and plug 4 into it. I'm going to pick the bottom one and plug 4 in. So that's going to be 5x plus 4 times 4 equals negative 14, which gives me 5x plus 16 equals negative 14. Divide by 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Subtract 16 first, and then divide by 5. So the 16s will cancel, and you get negative 30. Then divide by 5. Then you get x is equal to negative 6. So my solution to this one, x equals negative 6, y equals 4, so it's negative 6 comma 4. That's my solution. Alright, so these last three you can solve any way you want to. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to solve it the way that I would probably solve it first. Since these are already lined up in the same form, what I would do, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. What I would do is just use elimination. So that means I can take this the top number here, and to multiply it by something, and take, or the top equation, and take the bottom equation, multiply it by something. The thing that sticks out to me the most is this 14 and the 7. I can make a 7 into a 14. And both of these signs are minus signs, so I need to change the sign of the one on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply by negative 2. So I'm not going to do anything to the top because that's going to make the y's cancel out. So it's going to give me a positive 2x plus a 14y minus a 28. Alright, so that's going to, the y's are going to cancel out. I'm going to get negative 2x is equal to 0. Then if I divide by negative 2, I get x is equal to 0, because 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. So because I still have an x here, I can still solve for x. If I just had a number equal to a number, it would be no solution. But since there's an x, I can still solve for it. So x equals 0, and I need to pick one of the equations. I'll just pick the bottom one and plug 0 in. So that's going to give me 0 minus 7y equals 14. Because 0 can't be positive or negative, so I don't need that negative sign. So that's negative 7y equals 14. Divide by negative 7. So y equals negative 2. So my solution is 0 comma negative 2. Alright, on this one, I'm probably going to use elimination again because they're in the same form, and then this is a negative 4, this is a positive 4, so right off the bat those are going to cancel. So it's going to give me 6y is equal to positive 12, and then I can divide by 6, and y will be equal to 2. Then I need just to pick one of the equations. I'll just pick the bottom one. You can pick the top one, and just bottom one's always convenient for me. It doesn't matter which one you pick. So it's going to give me 4x plus 8 times 2 equals 24. So that's 4x plus 16 equals 24. And then I can subtract 16 from both sides. Give me 4x equals 8. Then divide both sides by 4. X equals 2. So that's going to give me 2 equals 2, or x equals 2 and y equals 2. And there's my answer. And here's the last one. On this one, I don't have an x on the top. I just have y equals 2. And normally when we solve stuff, I want it y equals a number or x equals a number, and I plug it in. Or if this was just an equation, if I already had one variable solved for, probably just go ahead and use substitution because it'd be easier. So I can just take 4x minus 3y. Instead of y, I'm going to put negative 2 in there. Equals 18. So that's going to give me 4x plus 6 equals 18. Then I can subtract 6 from both sides. So 4x equals 12. Then I can divide by 4. And x is going to be equal to 3. And then I don't have to plug anything back in because this is already y equals negative 2. And this is x equals 3. So my ordered pair is 3 comma negative 2. So there's my answer. If you need to go back and watch any part of this again, that's fine. You can rewind it. You may get through this a few minutes early. It'll be fine. Your test will be tomorrow. 10 questions on stuff like this. No multiple choice, just short answer. Only 10 questions. Go home and study these 6 questions, and if you think there's more that you want to study, you have those homework sheets that we worked on. There's extra practice there as well.